Gary, many congratulations into
Thank you,
another
Josh.
World Championship semi-final. Talk us through that game.
The crowd, for a start, I've never heard noise like it. You know, Justin will take that to his grave. You know, the chanting there for Justin tonight, fantastic, and he deserves every minute. You know, what he's done this year at the Worlds. Nobody knows him; they know him now, and like I say, he's a lovely, lovely, lovely lad. And if he was to beat me tonight, I'd have been quite happy with that, because honestly, he's just a nice kid.
A really dominant display from yourself. You seem to improve as the game went on. How close to your best do you feel you are right now?
I don't know. The first 4 sets was a bit, well, I was getting in the front, and in the last 9 darts I was making a mess at. Towards the end, moved across hockey a wee bit, started throwing a bit quicker, and it seemed to come good.
It's going to be Jan van Veen or Luke Humphries in the semi-finals. Will you be tuning into that one tonight, and what are you expecting from that?
I'll be in my bed before they even start.
And you've got, I feel, a lot of pedigree on this stage, having won the title twice. How important is that in the latter stages?
Oh, I don't think it makes any difference now. You know, the talented players now. Like I say, Luke Littler, the man is phenomenal. Right? It's simple that. Luke Humphries, to me, is still the man, though, because he spent the last 2 years defending his money, and he's still sitting in number 2. You know, he's only just lost his number 1 spot. So now, after this year, young Mr. Littler's got to do it all, and it's we'll see how that goes. But to me, Humphries, I know Littler's he's fantastic, you know. But to me, Humphries he's right up there, if not on the top.
Thanks, Gary. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Gary, well done. Might sound really obvious this, but you look like you're really enjoying yourself up there. You've got a massive grin on your face the whole time.
You've got to, haven't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I've played players. I played Phil Tears, Michael van Gerwen for Holland. That noise tonight for Justin, honestly, I think it probably put him off a wee bit, to be honest, because when you've got the crowd on your back, like, well, not on your back, but supporting you like that, he's going to go for. There was one time, I think it was 120, he was on. He's went single, treble, and he stood back because he couldn't see over the flight. I knew right away he was going to hit it, and he did. And I said it to my stage, I knew you were going to hit it. But, you know, he'll take that. That'll be his biggest and best experience ever. You know, he deserves every minute.
Is part of you enjoying it? Because obviously you've seen that hundreds of times before. Yeah. You know that atmosphere. Yeah. Is that also a bit of you being comfortable in your own skin? You've got nothing to prove. The
thing about getting old is you get deaf as well. So my hearing's not so good nowadays. It's fantastic. I can't hear. You can hear, but you know, I mean, like I say, it's just I've done it a long time. The other night when I played Michael, I was panicking. I shouldn't panic. You know, it's just one of these things. But no, it's it's good, and it's good to be back in the semis.
Now, we all know in this room what your answers are to these questions. No,
the sunshine out this morning. It was lovely, wasn't it?
I've got to think of a different way here.
Sorry.
I've got to think of a different way of asking it, right? Yeah. So here's my rubbish attempt at it. If those numbers up there and the draw sheet said Joe Bloggs and not Gary Anderson, you'd be saying that Joe Bloggs, he's a good player, and he's won it twice as well, so he knows a thing or two, wouldn't you?
Depends who Joe Blogg is, whether I like him or not. If I don't like him, I'll say he was lucky. But aye, where we're going. Look, I can't travel a lot, honestly. We've had this talk before. I cannot do that and do the Pro Tours. We've seen Peter Wright. I remember Peter Wright doing every Premier League, every European, every Pro Tour, every TV tournament for years. And no, I can't do it. No.
Fair enough. Hey, go well in the next round.
But if you're talking about Premier League, I might think about that. I thought we were talking about golf for the now.
Gary, congratulations. All the time you're playing this down that you can't win a third, not interested. However, you're now 2 games from glory, and those numbers are as good as anyone. When do you actually start believing you can win this third?
I was watching you last night on YouTube going, I don't want to believe. Phil, do not believe. All right? Take it out of your hat. No. Listen, I just play darts. You know, I take each game as it comes. Jermaine, I thought that was Connor Scott. You know, I knew that was going to be a hard one. Jermaine was going to be a hard one because I've got high hopes for Jermaine. I think he's going to be right up there. And you same with Connor. And young Justin tonight. You know, he's been absolutely brilliant. I can't say enough about him. I do like him. You can't look at him without smiling because he's going to come back with something. He's just a lovely bloke. But we're still going, Phil.
Back up to world number 6 as well, edging back up those rankings. That's something that you said you didn't think you'd ever do, that you were happy just to mill around, but now back up in that top 6 must be a nice feeling to drop and then be able to come back and do that.
I'm still milling about. I'm still milling about. No, it's nice. You get boys, and I sit and listen, and I watch a lot, and they look at the rankings. Average is good, right? If you've got a high average, you're playing well, but it doesn't mean you're going to win a game. I've done it many a times, had a 100+ average, and I've been beat by a 91. So in theory, it doesn't mean jack, does it? Rankings the same. You go up, you go down. We've had this argument before. I think the rankings are spot on. You know, it should be changed. No, it shouldn't be changed. They win a tournament, they go shooting up. Do they complain about it? No. They've got 2 years to defend what they've won. They start dropping. Oh, it's a big problem. That's wrong. The rankings are wrong. Rankings are fine the way it works. And it's as easy as that.
In a dream scenario, would you like to play Ryan Searle in the final?
He's going well, isn't he?
Right? Being that you two go through together as a pair, would you like it?
Practice today on the board when we came in at 9 o'clock this morning. It's never been heard of before. We had a good practice in the 1-2-1. Yeah, he's playing well. You know, I mean, to beat Johnny Clayton, because Johnny can go 4-1 down and come back. You know what Johnny's like. But Ryan's stuck in there, and he's playing some cracking darts.
Well done, Gary, on the win.
I'm still needing a pee, please. Can you hurry up?
I'll be my best, do my best. If I told you at 45 years old when you won the World Championship that at 55
44.
you'd be in the final, 44?
44 I was.
That you'd be?
Same as Scott Mitchell and Lisa Ashton. We were all the same age.
You know a lot more about that than what you let on.
There you go.
If I said
I don't look 45, but I don't know. But
if I said you'd be in the final 4 at 55 years old in 2026 now, would you have believed me?
Don't know, but you wait until I'm 60. I'm going to really upset you. Yeah, listen, you know what? I watched Paul the other night, 71, loves the game, and still a very dangerous dart player, and he loves it. You know, so if I can do that at 71, I'd be happy.
Would you still do it if you could?
I don't think Dave would be happy. You know, but listen, I'm just going to play. I keep playing. I say that. I'll play. I'd like to play. And hopefully Ty can get there and start playing on these stages and that. So, yeah, it'd be great to stand up there with him.
You've always been quite honest that you don't put a lot of work or a lot of effort into darts, and it's always been like that. If you had the mentality of a Phil Taylor but the ability of a Gary Anderson, what do you think you could have won in this game?
Eric Bristow, Phil Taylor, Van Gerwen, Luke Humphries, Luke Littler. To me, they're the players I call them greedy. You know, it's not that they want to win, they need to win, because they're that good, and it just keeps them going. You know, I'm going to win this, I'm going to win that. I've never been like that. That's my downfall. You know, you come, you play, and you take what's given to you, and that's it. But at the same time, I've had a good life. I've got things outside of darts, which I love to bits, and, you know, that's it.
Is there any parts of you that 15, 20 years ago doesn't maybe regret not giving a little bit more to the sport?
Not one single second. I've enjoyed life. I've not spent all my days at a dartboard. I've went out and done things, seen places. Through darts, I've seen places. But, you know, I've got my mates. I work hard at my mates. I've got the kids, you know, they've got gymnastics, football, darts, whatever. So if I was away all that time, that wouldn't happen. So I don't regret one little bit of it.
Well done, Gary. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Gary.
I still need a pee, by the way, so please be quick.
How pleased were you to finish the way that you did against Justin there, because you really powered to the finish line?
Yeah, I started to speed up a bit. Like I say, I moved across a bit. I was having problems with the darts going into the treble ones quite a bit. So, once I got my rhythm together, they seemed to go a heck of a lot better. So, yeah, kept the pressure on him. He started to hit a few low scores, so I thought, right, we've got him now. So, yeah.
And on form in this tournament, do you feel like you've had one of the toughest runs today?
It has been a hard run, isn't it? I've seen some runs where, oh, you're lucky. But you know, Adam Hunt, Connor Scott, Jermaine, and the way Justin's played, you know, it's not been easy.
And family here, close family here as well. Are they starting to get sort of more and more excited now that you get into the later stages?
They've been shopping the last 3 days. It's cost me a bloody fortune. But I need to get out of here so I'll save some money. It's been good. You know, I've came up before Rachel and my daughter Shirley, ties came up with me, so I've had them with me. So it's been good. It's been nice to have somebody with me, because I'm usually sitting in that room. I've spent the last 10 years sitting in that hotel room on my birthday, on my own. You know, so it's nice to have Ty with me.
Well done, Gary.
Thank you.
I know you still did the toilet. There we go.
It's getting bad now. There isn't this one because I might have to run.
Right. Just to chat about your sponsors, specifically Unicorn. They've been you've been loyal to them. They've been loyal to you. This setup seems to be going well for you. No change in it this year.
Not yet. Might be working on something new.
Oh, here we go.
Listen, I've done a lot of. I've never said it. Unicorn, Rick's son, Henry, and Premier Darts. You know, I've had a lot of sponsors over the years, and I can only say thank you very much for all the years that you've backed me. Reg and Unicorn, they've been on me since the dinosaurs, you know, but I do appreciate it. But no, Unicorn, like I say, there's so many dart companies popping up here, popping up there. Unicorn's been there for a long, long time. A long, long time. They know what they're doing, you know. Let everyone else carry on, just they do what they do, and they do it well.
Wonderful. And just on a different matter, we've heard Luke Humphries say previously that he may skip the Players' Championship, missing maybe one major, but having all that time off. Was that something that you might consider?
Well, Luke's got a young family like myself now, you know, so yeah. You know, kids grow up very quickly. We've seen how quickly this year's just... I mean, Phil was 26 this time last year, you know, but the time just flies past, so... Yeah, to get home and spend time with your family, yeah, that's the most important thing. You've always got to remember, it's always family. This is all just like a fairy tale. You know, this is just a job that you get to see the world and you do okay on. But at the end of the day, family, friends, you've got your bubble, that's all you look after.
And finally, I think Justin Hood really probably is the only person in the tournament who would have been more of a fan favourite than yourself. Are you excited to be returning to fan favourite for the rest of the tournament?
I don't know. I mean, Justin. I don't know Justin as well as I know Ryan Cyril. You know, Justin, I've known through there's a few boys that come to my lakes fishing that know Justin very well, and I've met him a few times on the dart circuit. I've played him once and he absolutely hammered me. You know, but he's just... You can't look at him without smiling. He's just got this grin. You go, what's he going to say now? He's just down to earth, happy. He's like a rabbit in headlights now. He's got all these things going on now. He doesn't know what to do. So somebody needs to say, right, this is what you've got to do now, Justin. Now you've been recognised. You're now a proper, which he always has been a good dart player, but now you're a proper dart player. We need somebody to look after and just point in the right direction. But he is, and he might get his Chinese restaurant after this.
Just one quick one. About Justin, you have your ventures away from darts. What advice would you give him in his Chinese restaurant and juggling it with darts?
Don't spend too much time in the Chinese restaurant. You know, because I know what would happen if I run my own Chinese restaurant. I'd do like a Chinese. But no, it's good. It means he's thinking about what he likes and what he wants to do in life. You know, so if he's got a wee business outside darts, you know, thumbs up to the man. I think that's what a lot of players have got to do now, instead of just making a load of money and go and spending it all. It doesn't work like that.
And are you going to go and be a customer there?
I've got an 8-year-old daughter. I need to look after her. She's costing me a fortune.